Students, this is Shivani ma'am. In the last two sessions, we did simple present tense and present continuous tense. I explained you its structure, uses, and some examples. Today, we will be doing the next tense, which is the present perfect tense. So, students, before I move further, I would like to tell you the uses of present perfect tense. Students, this tense is used to express a recently completed action. Remember, it is used to express a recently completed action. Now I'll explain this to you with an example. Imagine you are in your classroom and your teacher has assigned you a task. When you complete the work, what do? You just raise your hand and say, "Ma'am, I have just completed my work," or "Ma'am, I have done my work." So here, what have you used? Present perfect tense. I'll explain you one more example. You can say, "He has done this exercise just now." "My mother has finished cooking." So, to express a recently completed action, we use present perfect tense. Students, this tense is also used to express past actions. What? Past actions when the time is not given or not definite. I'll explain you with an example. For example, you say, "I have listened to the song, but I don't understand it." "Have you booked a table for dinner tonight?" "No, I haven't booked it yet." In this sentence, we have talked about past actions when the time is not given or not definite. Students, this tense is also used to express past actions or events, the result of which still persist. For example, you had a bad dream. You can say, "I have had a bad dream. Perhaps I am afraid." One more sentence. "The cattle have grazed in this field." This means the field is ruined. The cattle have grazed in this field. Here we are talking about a past action. A past action, the result of which still persists. And the result is that the field is ruined. The cattle might have grazed last night or last week or yesterday. Understand? Now, I would like to tell you that certain things you must always remember about this tense. This tense expresses the present state of a completed action. Remember, this tense must never be used with the definite time in the past as yesterday, last month, a week ago, etc. For example, if you say, "I have completed my homework yesterday," that would be incorrect. So, with the verbs of present, please do not use yesterday, last month, last week, etc. If you say, "He has done this exercise last Sunday," it will be incorrect. With last Sunday, you will have to use past tense. In present perfect tense, you are not allowed to use second form of verb. You have to use has, have plus third form of verb. One more thing I want you to understand is that there are certain adverbials which are generally used in this tense. You know what those adverbials are? They are just, never, ever, so far, till now, recently, already, before, today, etc. For example, there is a sentence, "I have just finished watching the India-Pakistan match." Over here, just is the adverb used. "Have you ever tasted grilled fish?" Over here, ever is the adverbial. "I have not seen mother come down from her room." I have not yet seen mother come down from her room. Yet is again adverbial. I have already learnt many things about Bolivia. Already is the adverbial used. I have never met you before. Never is again the adverbial. So students, remember that when you have to use present perfect tense, generally you will use adverbials with this. So this was something I told you about this tense. Now we need to know the structure of the sentence. Students, the present perfect tense is formed with has, have, and past participle. That means third form of the verb. For example, I have read the book. With I, you're using have plus third form of the verb. The negative is formed by putting not after the verb have or has. Now I'll explain you the negative. I have not read the book. So you've used not after have. Interrogative is used by placing have has before the subject. Example, have I read the book? So this way, affirmative sentence, I have read the book, changes to negative, I have not read the book, and then to interrogative, have I read the book? So this is the rule that in present perfect tense, you have to use has, have plus third form of verb. This was the structure of the sentence, and students, you will get the worksheet related to this tense. I hope you understood it well. Thank you and have a good day.